Hey everyone, Dave K here, heading to Best Buy to buy a brand new laptop. Today we're off to Best Buy. I'm trying to find myself a new laptop. I've tried a couple of machines already. The MacBook Pro 13-inch without the graphics card, I didn't feel like it was worth it. You had the Lenovo, but I got it from Amazon, so it was from a reseller, and I'm worried that there was something wrong with that machine, registry files or something. So today the plan is Best Buy to see if I can find myself an amazing laptop to take on the go, to be able to edit on the go and share fun adventures with you. Mike, how do you think this is going to go? I've tried a couple of laptops. Do you think I'm gonna find one here today?
I think you might try some more, but you know I'm a big fan of the Macs, so maybe you will end up going in that direction, but we'll find out.
So you think the answer is the MacBook Pro 16-inch?
It may become the answer.
Okay. Look at this note about wearing face coverings out front. Nice to see that face coverings are required here. We're gonna step inside and see what we can find. Now in the store in Best Buy, waiting to check out the Windows laptop section. Apparently their capacity is at 15%. So they've put us in a queue and they'll text us when it's our turn, then we can go to the Windows section. In the meantime, I guess, check out the rest of the store, which is fun too. Taking a look at some of the non-Windows section machines here. Just perusing these Chromebooks here. I'm gonna need something a little bit bigger than that, a little bit beefier. I'm hoping that I can do some gaming on this laptop too. Originally, I was thinking I won't be able to do the gaming on the road, but maybe we can, depends what we can find. And these are components. If you're not familiar with computer builds, you can get one of those in there, that'd be cool. Ryzen 7's not bad, my understanding. There's some RAM in here, lots of processors, and is that laptops in there? I'm not even sure. I think it's actually a graphics card. I think those are graphics card in the bottom shelf. Yeah, so kind of build your own machine back here. I'm not even sure what we need to wait for that main Windows section for. I guess we'll find out. Now we're in Mike's favorite section, the camera section. Okay, nice to see all of the camera options. Not every camera you could possibly ask for, but nice that you can see some options. I've been thinking about maybe at some point a light like this, the ultimate vlogging kit. Get a light on there. I see a lot of people using those sort of things on TikTok. But if you're out on the go, that wouldn't make as much sense. Instead, maybe I just want a clip-on light or clip-on microphone for this GoPro. Stay tuned, that might be on the way actually. While Mike's looking at real cameras, honestly, I'm just looking at more GoPros. I'm like, you know what? I could see myself getting another several GoPros, making several fun angles and shots with those. Look at that, only 300 bucks for a brand new GoPro, or the older one like 200 bucks. Well, that's a silver though. I guess I want a black one. I don't really know the difference, but they're here. In addition to maybe if you want washers and dryers, other home furnishings. There's so much to see at Best Buy. I haven't been out to a Best Buy in a hot minute, so nice to kind of see what they have on the shelves. Ooh, maybe some other GoPro appliances too. Some shelves are emptier than others. I'm not sure if they're kind of restocking. For example, I was looking for a GoPro battery and they didn't have the battery, just like the battery plus the recharger. I have a recharger already, so I don't need that. But you can see kind of what some of these shelves look like in terms of some items out of stock. Maybe you could just ask them for them. It is a little bit, like 5 minutes or so while we're waiting for that text. Just kind of perusing the store, seeing what else is around as they wait for us in the computer section. I do find it kind of strange that computer section is pending, whereas everywhere else is open. But it does seem like those sections are a little bit tighter, smaller in space. So I guess we'll look at everything else in the meantime. So I did a little bit of research and I thought this would be a good machine for me here, the G14, Asus ROG G14. And it sounded like it was recommended by the team member as well. But I'm running the specs just to see how it goes. I think this is an internet speed test. They have an open box one here in this store, but no new ones. And I thought they were running a different deal online. So this is $14.50 here. It says open box as low as $13.50, which is the one we're looking at. We'll see. So I just bought a $1,300 laptop and I have nothing in my hands. That's right, they're shipping it to me. So originally I looked on the Best Buy website and it said it was gonna take a couple weeks. And I didn't feel like I had that much time. But then we came in the store, they didn't have it in the store, and they said they'll have it shipped in under a week, in about 6 days. So in about 6 days, we'll test out this new Asus ROG G14 and see how this machine goes. I'm excited for it. I think it's really promising. Lots of good recommendations on it. We'll see. And here is the Osmo section. But Mike, I want to hear your thoughts on this laptop we just got. How do you think it's going to do? You heard some of the reviews, some of the information about it. What are you thinking?
I think it's going to do really well. I think it's going to be one of your new favorites. The only thing, you know, lack of webcam, you can always add your own, I get that, but I think it's going to be super fast, do exactly what you need it to do, so fingers crossed.
And you've got a great point with that webcam, but my desktop computer also doesn't have a webcam. I plug in a webcam to that one. So I didn't see that as a huge issue. It seemed like really one of the only, if not the only, kind of flaw with this one is plugging in the webcam. So I've got my fingers crossed too, this one works out. It was expensive for a laptop, on the more expensive side of what I'm used to, but there are far more expensive laptops. Like, it is still cheaper than that MacBook Pro that I got by a good bit, like 1/3 cheaper, so we'll see what happens. And Mike is looking at this camera. We're here in the camera section again after shopping over there. I was looking at the G7X. I feel like that might be maybe a good next vlogging camera for me if that Canon doesn't work out. I am having some challenges with the big one, looking for some stabilization. But Mike, you're looking at this ZV-1? What is so exciting about that?
You know, it's a relatively new camera, and it's a Sony camera, and usually I'm a Canon shooter, but the idea that this screen flips this way instead of on the Sony RX100 Mark, is this the 2? This is the, oh no, this is the 6, 7. You see how it flips up like that? I prefer it to come this way on the screen rather than this way, and it's got that wind muff that you can put on the hot shoe. I'm excited about something like this. I haven't been shooting a camera like that ever. I really never did. I really like my big camera, but there are moments where you just want to go like this and put the camera in your pocket.
True, and it is a lot smaller than yours, so easier to carry around. But what about the stabilization? That's the big issue I'm having on my big camera. Do either of these small cameras account for that?
Most point and shoot cameras do have really good stabilization. Now, we have in-body stabilization and in-lens stabilization in some of the other cameras, but the point and shoots, they're pretty good for stabilization. They can do a really good job. So it comes down to how you film. So if you're having it on a tripod all the time, it doesn't matter. If you have it in your hand, there is something to be said about, you know, point and shoot cameras.
Okay. Now Michael is taking pictures of the Best Buy in Maryland from here. If you look at that camera, zooming out. How good is that picture of the Maryland Best Buy from here, Mike?
It looks great out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have a little smudge on the B? It looks like maybe through there.
Out there,
There might be a little, yeah. Okay, got it.
They gotta work on that.
Well, I'll tell them that they have to get a smudge off that B in the Best Buy in Maryland. Now making our way out of Best Buy. Always a fun-filled adventure, stopping by and looking at some cool merch and spending $1,300 on a laptop and not having that laptop in hand. But I'm excited to try it when I get it. Thanks so much for being a part of the adventure with me today. What did you think of today's adventure? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures. And until next time, play on. And leaving the store, honestly, as full as the parking lot is, I felt pretty comfortable in there. I felt like it wasn't too crowded. Mike, crowds-wise, how you feeling?
It was nice. There were moments where people were walking right by us, but I felt like it was really good.
Yep. So nice to see that you can still get out and enjoy. They have an open box, but no new, so waiting for that thing to pass.